Thank you for joining us for Talk Pittsburgh. It is Tuesday, but for many of you, it may feel like a Monday, especially if you had off on President's Day. We were here, back together again.
Yes.
You're all ready.
I feel like we should be doing like the blow it up.
Do we have a secret handshake? I don't know.
Oh, we just have one.
We do.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
In the commercial break, that's what we're doing.
All right, well, regardless of all that, welcome again. It's always a good day to talk.
Yeah, we're going to have a great day today. We have a lot planned, including conversations about life and death. A local group is meeting over coffee in Millvale to talk about it. It isn't necessarily a place to grieve. It's a place to come to terms with mortality. Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to that conversation there. And as you can imagine, each of us has a different perspective. What's your take? We're going to be talking about it. That's later this hour.
Plus, it's a big day for festivities. Fat Tuesday, Lunar New Year, where you can eat and party ahead.
Yeah, I'm filling it for all my New Orleans peeps. That and more coming up this hour. First, your local headlines in under 90 seconds in today's Berg Eye View.
I want everyone out there to know that 6 years or 16 years, it doesn't matter. You're going to always see my face. I'm going to speak up for my son until we get justice for him.
Sources tell me that the suspected shooter is alive and is in our area. Meantime, Rick Lewis is in agony. He says he won't stop fighting for answers and justice for his son.
Ross Cadati reports the worst is likely yet to come.
It has been a rather ugly winter, and when ugly winters hit western Pennsylvania, even uglier potholes seem to erupt as soon as the freeze and thaw cycle gets going. This year has been no exception, and PennDOT was out trying their best to fill some of the deepest out on the road.
The Pirates spent more money this offseason than any of the previous 10. They brought in 3 prove-it bats, Brandon Lau, Ryan O'Hearn, and Marcell Ozuna, who just 2 years ago, you might forget this, but he had a 40 home run season in Atlanta.
All right, actually, we're saying sayonara to the snake and hello to the horse. First off, bringing up, it sounds like the Pirates at least, are bringing in some big hitters, so maybe the animal of the year when it comes to baseball might be the bats, but today is also the start of Lunar New Year. Heather has more on how we are celebrating. What is it? It's the year of the fire horse.
That's right, and it is a gallop into the 15-day celebration, Ron, with some fun things to do to honor the new year. But first, let's get a little history on the importance and significance of the holiday. Billions celebrate around the world with huge cultural significance in China and in Chinese communities. Like so many holidays in every culture, food and family play a big role, and this is deeply rooted in tradition. While it's much more complex than how I'm about to describe it, this is the year, as Ron mentioned, of the fire horse specifically, and it's, as CNN reports, supposed to be a very fiery year. If you want to celebrate locally, you can head to Phipps Conservatory this weekend. They have a full day packed with tradition, including dragon and lion dances, musical performances throughout the day, and food and craft vendors put on in partnership with the Pittsburgh chapter of the Chinese Association for Science and Technology. And don't forget, the Orchid and Bonsai Show is in full swing there as well. Boaz was able to stop by earlier this year, and it truly is remarkable. Pittsburgh Magazine also has a great way to round up ways to celebrate, from a play at the Byam to great food options around town. Here's just a quick scroll through of the article. We're going to link you up if you're interested. But I also wanted to mention an article, Ron, that I found on CNN.
Okay.
I found it extremely insightful. If you are maybe a little bit more unfamiliar with some of the culture surrounding the Lunar New Year, if you were born in a year of the horse, then this is a big year for you. Okay. But for each zodiac, the year will mean something different. So I was born in the year of the rat.
Okay.
So this is supposed to be a very demanding year for me, and I should focus on health and travel.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, that sounds good.
For you, last year was your big year.
Right, okay.
Because you're year of the snake.
Now you're telling me.
I know, you should have known. This is when your zodiac matches your birth sign. So this year should be much calmer for you. Apparently last year was supposed to be like your big...
Okay. I mean, I did go to Turkey last year.
You did.
You know, yeah.
So 2025 could have been like a little bit more intense. This year is supposed to come down.
Okay, I think I am calm.
Some of the superstitions, and a lot of this is about making sure that we are bringing in wealth and luck.
Right.
So you are not supposed to wash your hair today. I'm so sorry. It's the afternoon, so if you already did, I'm telling you this way too late. You are not supposed to wash your hair today.
Okay.
You are not supposed to sweep. You are not supposed to take out the trash. And
it's my garbage day, though. You know what? I took it out actually last night.
Perfect.
And so can I bring it in?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I was just making sure.
I didn't see anything about bringing trash cans in.
Okay.
I think that you're safe.
My neighbors might be a little upset if I don't. So.
Okay, and so here's the other thing though too. Red is the lucky color. You are not supposed to wear black and white. You're good.
I'm good.
Black and white apparently are colors of mourning.
Okay.
And so if you wear black and white, it's supposed to like.
So
bring
is that
more bad
every
luck.
lunar year?
Yes,
Okay.
New Year, the start of it, which is
Yep.
today for
Okay.
us.
Yep.
Okay. I'm glad that we got all up to speed on that.
Yes. There's a lot of rules.
Right? I was really deep in it. I was like, don't wear red or don't wear black and white tomorrow.
How long did you stay up last night?
It was pretty late. I did text you. I was like, what year were you born, Ron? I need the details.
Yes, yeah, you did. I forgot about that.
Okay, well, something new. We are starting on Tuesdays here on Talk Pittsburgh. We are sharing tips, hacks, and ideas for saving money and making smarter purchases. We are going to start with grocery store psychology. And this is a little lesson for all of us, too. Did you know that grocery stores use tactics to get you to stick around longer and buy more?
Can I just tell you, my youngest daughter used a coupon yesterday.
I mean, I know we already did it, but like you are raising the girls
I know,
right.
I was almost in tears. All right, Bon Appetit did a deep dive into this and take a look at some of the biggest takeaways that they had. Dairy is usually placed in the back of the store. We all know this.
I did not know this.
You did not know this.
I did
all
not
the way
know.
in the corner, back in the corner. One of the reasons for that, most shoppers are heading to the dairy aisle. Milk, eggs, butter is always on the list.
Yeah.
And the old perimeter rule where you can usually find healthier, unprocessed food, that's not the case anymore. They're sneaky now. You probably have noticed some big impulse buy items like breakfast bars and even candy. Oh, that's evil. Sitting right behind or right beside the fruit and the veggies. They always put the chocolate right there. Right, yeah. So, okay. And those cereal boxes with cartoon characters and bright colors.
Yep.
They're now mid-thigh height.
Yeah.
Why would they do that? Perfect for the kids, for their eye level.
That's right.
Mom, Dad, can I get this?
Can I get this? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so how do you avoid these pitfalls and spend smart? Well, first, make a shopping list at home before you step inside the store and stick to your list. Limit yourself to 1 or 2 impulse buys. Check the bottom and top shelves for generic brands where you can typically get a similar product for a lower price. One more tip, try not to go to the grocery store hungry. That is my fault every single time. I'm the one who's like, but this is really good.
Oh boy.
My tip though, I have started doing everything online. And I was very reluctant at first, especially in the pandemic. I know a lot of people were doing this.
Right, yeah.
But to me, I felt like it was socialization. It was good to get out.
I understand that.
Be with the people.
You are a woman of the people.
It is so hard. It is so hard now, and so I do everything online, and I have avoided overspending, I think, because of that.
Yeah, I haven't stepped into a Target in like 4 years because I just order it. I know. My fiance does the same
What
thing.
did he say?
Right, but you can order it and then they just bring it out to your car.
Yeah, but how do you find all the other stuff? When I go into Target, I need one thing. How do I spend the same amount every time I go to Target?
We don't have the same problem. Because
They have my number. I'm telling you.
I'm like this, just one way,
4 years?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Wow.
I don't even go in to get to the rest of the mall where I go.
At South Hills Village, you don't go in through Target? That's the only way I go in. So I have to come back out. I get 2 rounds
I
of
know
Target.
you're socializing the whole time. Hey.
So here's why I like that, because I walk in through Target, and if I see something that catches my eye, I have the rest of the mall to weigh it, and not carry, and then make the purchase.
You're trouble. All right.
Okay, still to come on Talk Pittsburgh. Everyone's got that one thing they swear they can't live without, but Lent is about to put that to the test. It begins tomorrow.
Oh.
So what habit of yours is getting the boot for 40 days? Find out what everyone's ditching in today's 3 o'clock drop.
And did you know there are more than 100 types of tomatoes you can grow in your garden this spring? Well, I know someone who knew that. Boaz. He's sharing some of his spring planting plans that you can use. That's up next.
And one couple's arguments are not just staying between the 2 of them. And now one partner is wondering if there are too many people in the conversation. Natalie B has some advice on love and boundaries.
And get your phones. Also, here's our junior achievement question of the week. This is a true or false question. Here it is. More than half of college grads are in a job that don't require a degree. What do you think? Is it true or is it false?
You can scan the QR code. Let us know what you think. We're going to reveal the answer tomorrow on the show. We're going to be right back with more Talk Pittsburgh. Don't go anywhere. Love Love is complicated. Add exes, therapy, and a few questionable boundaries, and it gets real complicated real fast. So how do you know what's healthy and what's a hard no? That's where Natalie Bencavanga comes in. She's here to provide some perspective on two situations, and we're going to start with our first one. Both of these are a little, wow.
Yeah. But talk about when you said love is complicated, I'm like, that's
this
not
is
half
very,
of it. Yeah.
But you know what? Life is complicated, so I think it's important for us to review all of these. Okay, so let me see.
I didn't even get my colors right for the Lunar New Year, so we're already off to a great start today.
It's going to be fine.
God,
okay, wait. So look at me going through. The first one is about a woman who is just recently, okay, here we go. Fiance's ex-wife still has a key to his house and uses it whenever she feels like it. I recently moved in with my fiance, and last week his ex-wife let herself in while I was home alone because she needed a file. He says it's not a big deal because they co-parent peacefully, but I feel like a guest in my own home. I'm worried that she will still expect this level of freedom once I'm his wife. Is this harmless co-parenting or a red flag?
Heather.
Come. You don't need to ask me. I know the answer to this one.
Like, what are we even talking about here? I mean, no. You are divorced.
Right.
There's this thing called boundaries, which she needs to get acquainted with.
Right.
And also there's this thing called like the doorbell.
Right.
Calling ahead of time. Respecting people's space. This is a lot of, I'd like to know who left who, because this feels like posturing.
Yes.
And a lot of like, oh, you know, do you miss me energy, or you should miss me, look how great I am. Look, this space still belongs to me. It's bad enough that she's moving into the home. That in and of itself energetically feels rough. Well, and but also, then now this.
It also feels like he is leaving it up to the two women to figure out how they want to manage this instead of like setting the boundaries for this new relationship.
Like, tell me why you got divorced without telling me why you got divorced.
Right. Yeah. I hate everything about this.
Yeah, this is a no from us.
We're going to say no.
We're going to say no.
We're going to say new fiance, let's set some boundaries.
Yeah.
Or we pack our bags and we move out.
That's where we're at.
Okay. That's where we stand. Let's get to the second one.
Yes.
Because this is also very interesting. As they write, I'm very pro-therapy, but my girlfriend screenshots all of our text arguments, every disagreement, even the tiny ones, and sends them to her therapist. She says it helps her process, but it makes me feel like every conversation is being reviewed by a third party. Now I reread my text like I'm preparing for cross-examination because anything I say might show up in a therapy session without tone or context. I don't want to control what she shares in therapy, but I also did not consent to being a recurring character in her sessions via mid-fight screenshots. Is this person being unreasonable?
So as a former therapist in my past life, having my MSW, I was just appalled by this whole situation because there are so many boundaries being crossed, not just between the couple, but between the therapist and this person. Like, if that had been somebody that I was working with and they started sending me to, I'd be like, you know, I appreciate your feelings.
Yeah.
I want you to write these down in a notebook and we're going to review them when we're all together. Because what's happening is now you're setting up a triangulation and you're trying to get the therapist on your side. And I think that's hugely problematic when couples go into therapy and there's always one person that's like, I just need someone else to see this my way. And for maybe good reasons or not. But when you're in that situation as the therapist should be putting like the boundary here. And so the fact that they're not, coupled with now this is happening so much that this person feels uncomfortable going to therapy, you've now just set up a terrible dynamic for any resolution in a healthy way.
That's right. Yeah, I don't like this. And I actually told you, I have seen more, and you can only believe so much on social media, but I've seen a couple people who are saying that they're putting in their arguments into ChatGPT or another AI program to see who AI decides is right in the argument.
The feelings I have about ChatGPT being involved in therapy. First of all, it reminded me of, I don't know if anybody's watching Bravo at home. I know I am. Southern Charm.
Yes.
Craig, his ChatGPT is now his therapist. Like, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
We all survived fine without this little gadget known as ChatGPT. And I think it would be good for the entire nation to kind of take a breath and a detox from something, because all it's doing is aggregating the most common answers and giving it back to you, and it wants you to engage. So it's going to give you what you want to hear.
Right. Oh my gosh, I just had a conversation with my ChatGPT, and it's like we're best friends now.
She's like, having said that, everyone.
Well, no, I was really curious how it would interact with me if I treated it like a friend, and it will give it to you right back.
Oh yes.
It is.
It picks up your tone, and then it matches it. So all of this can become, if you're already in a fragile state and you're not coming at it from a place of curiosity, you're really coming at it from a place of need, it is not a substitute for
Right.
therapy. It is not a substitute for a friend.
Right, exactly. Ooh,
You
good
can always
stuff.
text me, you know.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're next.
Yeah.
Well, if you'd like to read more of Ask Natalie advice column, we're going to link you up on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. And get your phone because it is time for you to choose Natalie's next hot topic to discuss. Up first, a bride to be, who's been saving everything for marriage only for her fiance to confess that he's questioning his sexuality. What? Can love alone hold a marriage together, or is this heartbreak waiting to happen? And option 2 involves a newlywed who said, "I do," just hours after his best friend admitted she's been secretly in love with him for years. Life has moved on, and they both act like nothing's happened, but now he's wondering if he should bring this back up again or let it go. You can vote by scanning the QR code or going to kdka.com/connect. I know that you have some feelings. I hear you saying it over there, Natalie. Thank you so much.
No poker face today.
Next on the show, Mary is tracking these warm temps and the snow melting. Ooh, it's nice.
I thought the temperatures were being dramatic. That is some juicy drama.
Very dramatic.
I know. Well, we do have warmer temperatures ahead, and that is going to melt a lot of the snow. But how long will the warm temperatures stick around? I'll let you know coming up.
I'm not ready to. Ron, you were talking of what we could expect today weather-wise.
Right.
I mean, just a gorgeous day. I feel like we were deserved this. Like we were owed this.
And we're not just getting one, we're going to get a couple of these really nice days, Mary.
I know. I had some ice on my sidewalk again this morning. So like last week I fell on my butt and I slipped because it melted and then it froze. I'm okay. And then this morning my husband wasn't home at the time. He looked at the sidewalk. He goes, "Oh, it's icy again. Is that what you slipped on?" And I was like, "Yep, right there," because we're on a hill. So that's the only downfall of the warm up and then the cold temperatures. But
So what did your daughter do when she saw you
laughed.
fall?
Good. No, but that's
she
a
went,
good sign.
"Mom." She's like, "Get up, Mom." I was like, I'm fine. And everyone saw.
I love it.
Isn't this though like the defining moment that if people stop laughing when you fall, that's when you know that you got old?
Yeah.
When people are concerned when
I was
you
about
fall,
to say,
then
as
you know
long as
like,
they're concerned,
oh, no.
and she was concerned at first, and then she laughed, which is
She
it
did.
shows
Like,
you guys have a
like,
good
what are
morning.
you doing? Get up.
Yeah.
You're being silly. Like, no, I actually did slip.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do have those warmer temperatures ahead. And then we have rain that's going to be washing away a lot of the snow that's out there. It's melting, then more rain on the way throughout really the second part of the week. And Ron and I are even looking at the chance for some storms. So it could get a little more spring-like coming up here this week.
We're sick of the gross brown snow, I think. Like
Yeah.
all that dirty, like piled up, the gross stuff.
And I know, David Highfield he's stuck on, what's the day, March 10th?
Oh, yeah.
March 8th, March 10th, somewhere around there. He says that's when it's going to go.
Well, we were taking a bet. I think I bet like March 3rd or something. But I'm pretty much looking at, look at those snow piles. This is Dormont. And there's still just a lot of dirty snow piles. We're going to be left with those, I think, through March. That's pretty bad. But what are you going to do when you get, for the season, I think we're sitting at 40 inches of snow so far. We had all of that snow. Snow depth, though, right now, we had a 16-day stretch where we had 6 inches or more of snow depth out there. And then that went down. I think we're about 3 inches right now. There's a lot north, but Pittsburgh and south, we're really going to start to see that go away. Look at the temperature trend. It's still trending above normal. And then I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Let's just blame Ron for this. Look at that.
Yep.
Look at that.
Yep.
Look at that Sunday,
Yep.
Monday.
Yep.
Ron did that.
It's his fault. I
Hey,
know.
I'll take credit for it.
He's already talking about snow on
I know, we see
Sunday.
it.
Like we just, yeah.
I told Ron I don't want to deal with it.
It's a
I don't.
slow slide back to winning. Yeah.
Thanks, Mary.
Yep.
It's Fat Tuesday, which means today is your last chance to live your best snacking life. King cake, online shopping splurges, coffee runs, whatever your vice is, the clock is ticking.
Yeah, did you get the baby this year on the king
No,
cake?
I didn't.
Okay, all right, you got to buy another one if you do. Because once Lent starts, it's 40 days of self-control, and something you love might be getting a cut off. Well, we asked you what's on the chopping block for Lent. Let's see what everyone's sacrificing in today's 3 o'clock drop with Kiki B. Jones from Waymo as well.
Hi.
Is this your first time doing the 3 o'clock drop?
Yes, it is.
Oh, goody.
Oh, get ready, honey.
goody.
Get
Okay.
ready.
It's going to be, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have anything? Do you give anything up for Lent?
I might have to give up Chat GPT.
Oh no.
Yeah, me and Chat Tisa have a really good relationship. But I don't eat, so I'm glad you got that late. You got that late. I don't eat sweets like that.
Really?
Yeah,
Nothing.
and I don't drink soda, really, because I'm tired of having a big back. So
Oh my gosh.
I'm thinking I might have to give up TikTok.
What?
That's
that is.
Okay.
But that's my thing.
That's your thing. Okay.
Don't talk to me once I'm on TikTok. That's a wrap. Like,
all right.
You might have to cut back just a little bit at a time. Maybe the first week,
It's
just
too
not.
hard.
have you ever been on TikTok?
You can't.
The woman that tells you you've been on too long, I'm scrolling. Girl, mind your business.
Did you ever see the one where it's like, take a picture of yourself right now while you're scrolling, and you're like this, and you're like, God, no, that's
You're
the
missing
way.
out.
That's going to be my new TikTok. I'm just going to start making TikToks, and it's just going to be random me being like, you need to stop.
And you're not gonna
It'll
get
just
any
be cut in.
followers.
So you'll be
Nobody's gonna
flipping, and
follow
you'll just see me.
Nope.
You need to stop. That's it.
All right, Sandra Lee says, I've given up online shopping, but I am concerned the UPS FedEx drivers might get laid off. Apparently, they're there at her house.
don't gotta
quite a
worry.
bit.
Keeping them in business.
That's
He's
right.
keeping them
Right.
working.
Yeah.
That's
You don't
a good deed.
They got a good union. You don't got to worry.
Okay.
Denise Fig says potatoes of all kinds, mashed pierogies, baked French fries, even.
Wait, listen to this. This blew my mind. I saw this the other day on TikTok. Someone said, your stomach has only ever known potatoes to
As
be
mashed.
You saw the same thing.
I saw the same thing.
Our feeds are the same.
It only knows mashed.
It took me like 2 seconds.
It only knows mashed.
Oh,
you
my
won't know
goodness.
that any other way but through TikTok.
Oh, that is. See, that's. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Patricia says nagging. Okay, I have a problem with this, Patricia. I just got into it this morning with I don't want to be the nag of the family.
Don't
but
put us in a position where we have to nag.
I don't want to be that person.
Do what you're supposed to do, and I won't nag.
I'm not saying-
Exactly.
That's all.
I'm just going to the next one because I don't want to get in trouble.
Thank you.
Ruthie Stoner Sever says, every day I'll take a piece of clothing out of my closet, and after Lent is over, I am going to donate them.
Ooh, I feel like I could do that. That's a good one.
But that just leaves it open for me to put in new clothes.
She's setting herself up to go shopping.
That's happening after Lent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Betty says holding on to grudges. So wait, we're giving this up? We're giving this up.
That's
right?
what she says. Yeah, so she's giving up. Yeah, so she's going to
Holding
be
on.
forgiving people.
That's a hard one.
Joey Bag of Donuts says, I'm giving up drinking little glasses of beer, only large glasses.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what you do. That's
Is it
how
like
you
the
do
sample
it.
sizes? You
That's
know, like when
it.
they're like, so would you like to try this?
That's
Right.
it.
What is it, the
That's
flight?
discipline.
He's like, no more flights.
No,
Just
go big or go home, Joey. Yeah.
Rod says, I give up bread every January until the end of April and lose about 20 pounds, but why? January we start?
Yeah, don't
20
do
pounds
that.
back. I mean, hey, every year that adds up. All right,
No,
Danielle.
but I bet that it comes back. Rod, does it come back?
It
after?
does. It does come
'cause
back.
as soon
It's a
as
cycle.
Because you're going in.
Oh,
No, they
bread.
say
I
summer
hate it.
bodies are made in the winter.
I hate that,
Who
Ron.
said that? Did
Don't
you get that
talk
on
to us.
TikTok? You didn't get that on TikTok.
Danielle says we don't always give something up. We try to better ourselves. Aw, this year our family has chosen to read more.
Yes, you did. If you
My
need some book
attention
recs, I
span
got some for you.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're Lent approved, but I will send you some book recommendations. I hear the music. Does that mean we're done?
I don't know. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, it's like,
Okay.
yeah.
I feel like I'm at an award show and they just cue the music.
No, it's like the hook.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Well, on this last day that you get to indulge, we are letting the good times roll with a Fat Tuesday feast. Find out the new spot bringing bites of the Big Easy right here to the Berg.
Oh, that's going to be fun. And we're planting our spring gardens with some help from our resident gardener, Boaz. Talk Pittsburgh. We'll be right back.
Earlier this month, the groundhog announced we've got 6 more weeks of winter, so I think that leaves us with 4 more weeks to go. But our resident green thumb, Boaz, is not discouraged. He's too busy dreaming about getting his hands dirty. Take a look.
My backyard is currently covered in a foot of snow and ice, but that doesn't mean it's too early to think about my summer garden. In fact, it is the perfect time. How do I know? Well, because all these catalogs just appeared in my mailbox. And here's why I get so excited about seed catalogs. When you walk into Giant Eagle, maybe you'll see 5 different tomatoes there, but when you open up, I'm just gonna open up this catalog right here to the tomato section, there are 102 varieties of tomatoes here. And those supermarket tomatoes, they're not bred because they're delicious, they're bred to be the way they are because they transport and store well. But all these ones, these heirloom tomatoes, they are gonna be delicious. So let's just look at a couple of these. How about this Mar mango over here, this attractive orange ribbed beefsteak tomato with a great flavor. These indigo cherry drop tomatoes are practically blue. You ever seen a tomato like that before? Or the smaller glacier tomato that matures early and has a wonderfully complex flavor. You think you know what a cucumber looks like? You ain't never seen cucumbers like this. Let's look at this one, the striped Armenian. It can grow over a foot long, and as the catalog describes it, they're unusual, slightly fuzzy serpentine fruits. Looks tasty. How about this lemon cuke? It has a real citrusy zip. Or this Mexican sour gherkin. It looks like a tiny watermelon. Gosh, that's cute. The great thing about growing things from seeds is you can grow things you've never even tasted before. Why not grow some bitter melon, which is a staple in some Asian cuisine? You can have an excuse to try out some new recipes too. You like yellow corn on the cob? Well, how about blue corn on the cob? Or multicolored corn on the cob? Gotta check out this Northern Lights. This looks wild. Here's one I've never heard of before, the toothache plant. Apparently, if you eat these flowers, it'll cause your mouth to tingle and feel numb. The sensation is nothing dangerous, it also adds, so that's good. Don't be discouraged by the cold weather. It's just nature reminding you to spend some quality time with your seed catalogs and let your garden imagination go wild. Ooh, winter luxury pie. Never heard of a squash like that before.
If you're not sure where to look for garden seeds, Boaz has some recommendations as well. He says he loves the catalogs from Baker Creek, Johnny's Selected Seeds, Territorial, and Fedco Seeds. We're going to have the links to all of those on our website as well. Ahead on Talk Pittsburgh, we are kicking off the second half of the show with the stories that are making us smile this afternoon, like the return of fish fries and Picklesburgh too. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Talk Pittsburgh. As you can see, I am in the kitchen. You're about to find out why in about 2.5 minutes. But we want to thank you for spending your afternoon with us. Ahead this half hour, we were talking about life and death. It can be difficult and overwhelming to think about. But coming up, we are learning more about meetings in Millville, where that very topic is encouraged, and why one regular says it's never what you think. Plus, we are in the kitchen for Fat Tuesday feast that would make New Orleans jealous. First, though, we are getting into some good news that has us talking. And this one's really good because it's back. The Lent season is starting tomorrow, as you know, and many fish fries are kicking off their first orders. The KDKA Fish Fry Guide is back in full force. You could submit your local fish fry if it's not posted, or just peruse the dozens upon dozens of listings. You can head to kdka.com/fishfryguide for more. And while we're talking about food, we now know when Picklesburgh will make its 2026 return. Dates were announced Monday from the Pittsburgh Downtown Partnership. Picklesburgh is back Thursday, July 16th through Sunday, July 19th. What we don't know yet is the footprint. The festival has grown every year. In fact, it added an extra day this year. Does that mean a location with more space? We should know more in the coming weeks. Yeah, and you know, it's just gotten bigger and bigger.
Oh yeah, we need more space.
That's right. As we mentioned, Mardi Gras is officially here. It's the day where the streets of New Orleans come alive with music, color, celebration, and cuisine. And right now we are bringing those flavors of the French Quarter into our kitchen.
Yeah, we certainly are. And for this, we called in someone who brings an authentic slice of the Big Easy right here to our city. Louisiana native and Rue Orleans owner Mike Barnes is serving up the real deal. I love how you've used that play on words instead of New Orleans, Rue Orleans. It's all about the base. Tell us a little bit about what we're doing here today.
Today, we're going to be cooking some gumbo. So one of our staple dishes back home. So it's going to be chicken, andouille, and shrimp gumbo.
Okay.
That's wonderful.
All right.
And obviously, with any good gumbo, you need a lot of seasoning. So tell us what you have here.
So today we have the roux to start off with, which we're going to do, and then we have some paprika, we have
garlic,
some garlic, we have some Cajun seasoning, cayenne pepper, regular pepper, salt, and thyme.
Wonderful.
And then we have bay leaves.
So it's all about the roux, though, when it comes to any type of a gumbo that's out there. So is there any little hints that you can give us, any secrets?
Well, the biggest secret that I can say is just be patient.
Okay.
Just be patient.
Okay.
So I see, are we putting the oil in first?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, I've noticed that, like, in the past, I've used butter for my roux. You're using an oil. What kind of oil is this?
So this oil is canola oil, but you can use any type of oil, vegetable oil.
Okay.
Some people use pig grease.
Okay.
I mean, bacon grease.
Yeah, bacon grease.
grease,
Yeah, pork grease. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we do that, and we start to heat it up. How long do you use, or how long does it take you to make a roux?
So, so it take about like 30 to 45 minutes to make a.
Oh,
Right.
good.
Yeah. So
Oh,
we're.
good. I poured this in. I'm like, we don't got time.
So we don't have that much time.
Right.
And when you start the roux, you can't have nothing else going on.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. You got to pay
focus on that,
attention.
yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, a
All
little
right, so
quickly. Okay.
We'll let that go then. Forget I even did that.
And then we also have the Trinity over here, which is the
Celery,
bell peppers, and
onions.
onions.
Okay.
Now, okay, so again, like some people would say it's carrot, celery, and onion, but
I always do the okra. I got to do
Okay.
okra on
So you
mine,
can so you can do that.
Yeah.
So the I mean the okra is not part of the Trinity.
Oh, okay,
It's
gotcha.
just like another
part of the
Added in.
meat. Yeah.
Gotcha.
added.
Okay.
okay, cool.
All right.
So what do you have working in these two pots? I know you said there's like a lot of different stages. We got to make sure our chicken is cooked through, and then
So-
you also have the sausage.
So we have right now we have the chicken that I started on.
Okay.
So get that nice and brown, cooked all the way through.
Okay.
And then we're gonna add in the andouille sausage.
Can I do that right now?
Yeah.
I'm going to drop these in. There we go.
All right.
So andouille sausage also normally has like a little bit of a kick, right?
Yeah, some of them do. But this one has like a slight little kick to it though, but it's packed with flavor.
Okay.
And while you're busy here showing us how to make this, you've also been really busy trying to get your restaurant open.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
So we're going to be up on the north side.
Okay.
So that's not that far from here.
Yeah, no.
So that's like, what, 10 minutes away? Maybe 5
Right.
minutes
Right, yeah, from
away.
downtown Pittsburgh. You looked at me like, I'm going to see you later.
Yeah, I'm going to see both of you later. We're not open yet, though, but we're going to be open up soon. Then once we open, then I'll let everybody know.
Now, are you from New Orleans, and how did you end up here?
Yeah.
I'm born and raised in New Orleans, and I came up here because it's too hot down there.
Oh, good.
It's too hot. Like, I love.
What are you thinking about the snow
I
so
love
far?
the snow.
Okay,
I love
okay,
the snow.
okay.
I've been down there for too long, just dealing with the heat, though. But
When did you move up here?
I moved here in 2014, so
Okay.
June this year would be about 12 years.
Okay.
Well, we're happy that
And
you're
then
here.
I started Rue Orleans in 2016.
And what were you working at food markets and a food truck, or how were you getting your business started?
So we started off as a catering.
Oh, perfect.
And catering and pop-up events.
Yeah.
And then we just slowly graduated to
brick and mortar. That's
Right.
wonderful.
Oh, you hear that sizzle
That's
right there.
I
Sounds
know we
amazing.
don't have much time left.
Yep.
Do you have a finished product? Can we give it a little sample?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the finished product.
Ooh, look at that. Whoop. See, we left
Nice.
our roux unattended. Do you see what happens? This is what happens.
It's good to go.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to watch that. Yeah.
All right, so let's get, I think we have some bowls
We
down
do,
there.
we do. Here we go.
Bowls right here. We're gonna add some
Rice.
Rice.
yeah, rice.
And do you have a preference? What do you have here?
So I'll do the gumbo first.
Okay. Look at that.
Looks like you have some
Looks lovely.
jambalaya up there, too.
Yeah, and we have jambalaya, and we also have a king cake
Oh, yeah.
over here also.
Ooh. I love that you're bringing your hometown flavors to Pittsburgh. I don't know that we have anything like this right now.
No, I don't think so either. So this is amazing. Oh,
And
my
you can put the
goodness.
rice in.
Okay.
Put that right on top.
Oh, it
I
looks
cannot wait to
amazing.
give this a try. Thank you so much. And you said if people stop in once you're open, and when are you expecting to be open?
Hopefully in the spring
Okay.
or sooner.
You throw your Mike Barnes Big Easy. Mike
Big
Easy.
Big
Barnes.
Easy.
Okay. All right. Got to
Chef
throw that in
Easy.
there.
Yep. All right.
All right.
There we go.
Thank you. I cannot wait to dig into this. Thank
Oh,
you
yeah.
so much for coming in. Best of luck to you as you're opening. I got to get one bite in. Here we go.
Appreciate that.
I'll keep talking while you're doing that. We'll link you up to Rue Orleans on our website, kdk.com/talk Pittsburgh. Still to come on the show, we're checking in with Barry Pintar, the bear, in the newsroom for your first look at the KDK Evening News. Hey, Barry.
Oh, I'm learning more. Oh, listen to me. Sorry, I got to keep talking. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
And we're learning more about meetings in Millville, where death is not a taboo topic. We are diving into it with next Pittsburgh reporter Roman Halliday and the woman behind the meetings, Helen Stickney. Talk Pittsburgh. We'll be right back. When you hear the words Death Cafe, you might have a lot of questions. We did too.
Yeah.
First, we know talking about death can be difficult and overwhelming, but studies show it's becoming less of a taboo.
Yeah, according to a USA Today poll, 91% of Americans believe talking about death and dying is normal. But here's the thing, 27% say they're uncomfortable actually doing that, while 31% say they're uncomfortable just thinking about their own mortality.
It's a lot to take in.
It
For
is.
those who are ready to talk, there are places to start the conversation over tea and cake, of all things. From Martha's Vineyard to Millville, informal meetings called death cafes are taking off across the country. The goal is not to have a morbid conversation, but to find ways to make the most out of life. Joining us now, we have Roman Palladio, chief reporter at Next Pittsburgh, and Helen Stickney, death doula and co-founder of Pittsburgh Community Death Care. So happy to have you both here to talk about this. And Helen, I want to start with you first. What is a death cafe for people who are just hearing about this like us?
So death cafes are pretty much an open forum gathering for people to come and talk about death, because as you were just saying with those statistics, people aren't talking about it. They're talking about it more, but it's still really taboo. And so this is just a safe place to come and gather and talk about death.
Yeah, it's one of those things, and I know a lot of times acceptance is hard, but, it's the old saying, death and taxes, it's the things that are guaranteed.
Yeah.
So, are you seeing, when people find you guys, what are you seeing, and how's the growth? Are more people coming in? And
oh my goodness, it's taking off again. It's in 2015, some friends of mine and I people started let me try again. So in 2010, death cafes were started in England, actually, and they took off everywhere.
Right.
And the first death cafe in Pittsburgh was 2015, and people started coming together, and there were tons of them. It was so busy. So many people were having them. They were filled with people, and then the pandemic hit.
Right.
And they're just starting to have a resurgence now.
And Roman, how did Next Pittsburgh hear about this? Why did you want to jump on this story?
Yeah, well, I'm always looking for weird and interesting things happening in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And, when I found it on Instagram, actually, of all places, the Millville Library's Instagram, and I kind of fell to, Helen and I, when we spoke, we're talking about kind of the marketing, like, hearing Death Cafe, you're immediately like,
what is happening here? Right. Is there murder? Like, what's happening?
Can they come back for second coffee?
So I fell into that, and
Right.
it was really interesting to learn more.
What can people expect
Yeah.
when they, Helen, when they show up?
It's fun. We usually start out just getting to know each other, and there's usually treats, there's usually tea and cake, and it's just a place for people to talk about what they haven't got a chance to talk about. So it's actually, there's a little bit of excitement there, where people are really hungry to, ask that weird question that they've always wanted to know, or talk about this cool thing that they heard about some tradition in Ghana. I think they have really interesting coffin shapes, right? And that sort of thing. So it can be, but it can also be talking about, my uncle just died and I'm still having some feelings. So sometimes it's tender, but most of the time people are saying all those weird things they wanted to say.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, are these conversations about mortality? Are there questions and conversations about the afterlife? Like, is it all of that?
It's all of that, because with a Deaf Cafe, there is no set agenda. So what we talk about depends on who shows up.
Right.
So I've had people come who are psychic mediums. I've had people come who are atheists. I've had people show up who wanted to know about, people want to talk about whether they believe in ghosts or the afterlife,
So I'm so interested in this. Is it big groups, or do you kind of break out into small groups? And you said it's kind of fluid.
Right, so the Millville Library has a small space, so we're doing small groups right now, but some of the bigger spaces that I've been at, 100 people will show up, and we'll break them into groups of 10. We break people into groups where they can have a meaningful conversation.
Wow, okay.
And Roman, what was the most surprising thing that you learned from going to this?
Well, it was really fun. The Pittsburghers that I spoke to who were here, they were just interested in, like running their ideas past people, almost like a therapist, just having someone to talk to about
So important,
how they communicate about mortality with their kids or with their doctor, and how they're planning for their eventual deaths. But it was just very candid and curious.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Curious is a way to live, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
it really is, to be a little
definitely
bit more open-minded, and it sounds like that's what's happening here.
And that curiosity is opening space for people to have more capacity to navigate the end of life when it comes up.
Interesting. So cool. You can read the full article and learn about future meetings in Millville on our website. Go to kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. We will link you up to both.
I love that picture right there. It's a cake, and it has Death Cafe right there. I'm like, I don't know what to think.
There's cake.
Yeah, still to come on this show. KDKA's Barry Pintar is standing by in the newsroom with the stories you won't want to miss tonight on the KDKA Evening News.
Avery College was a private school for African American students in Pittsburgh from 1849 to 1873. Two notable alumni include Jonathan Jasper Wright and Benjamin Tucker Tanner. Wright became a lawyer and later served as a justice on the South Carolina State Supreme Court, and Tanner became a clergyman and editor for the Christian Recorder, an influential African American newspaper.
And as we celebrate Black History Month, we are taking a moment to remember civil rights activist, the Reverend Jesse Jackson, who died today. He spoke for the poor and underrepresented on issues from voting rights and jobs to education and health care. Doctors diagnosed Jackson with a life-threatening neurological disorder earlier this year. He was 84 years old. And our KDKA Evening News team is following the latest following his death and much more. Barry Pintar is in our newsroom right now with some of the stories our news team is working on. Barry?
Yeah, good afternoon, Heather. Here are a few of those stories our team is working on. First, one of southwestern Pennsylvania's most heavily pedestrian trafficked areas is getting improvements. The Oakland part of the city of Pittsburgh, of course, is the home to Pitt, Carnegie Mellon, as well as many other universities, not to mention major hospitals. Well, the area has also been heavily accident prone, from buses to cars to pedestrians. PennDOT has a plan to make Oakland safer. We'll tell you and show you how. Next, we're talking about that life and legacy of Reverend Jesse Jackson, who led the civil rights movement for decades after Martin Luther King. Jackson does have ties to our area. We'll tell you what they are, as well as speak to longtime local civil rights leader Tim Stevens and United States Congresswoman Summer Lee to get their reactions on Jackson's impact. Finally, tomorrow is the big start to fish fry season, and many churches, VFWs, as well as many other organizations and restaurants are stocking up on their fish supplies. And you've probably noticed fish prices at these events seem to go up year after year. Why? Well, tonight we'll visit southwestern Pennsylvania's largest independent family-owned food supplier to ask why. Are these organizations just hiking prices to improve their profits? Or are they actually paying more for fish and simply passing along the price as it increases? We'll answer that and more coming up in just a few minutes.
And Barry, I know this is the story that you are personally working on today. Is there anything that you can let us in on that you found?
Well, so I'll tell you this. First, yes, fish prices have definitely increased year after year. Fish, remember, is a commodity. Most of the fish we eat during these fish fries comes from places like Greenland, Iceland, the Arctic, of course, the Atlantic and the Pacific. And you might, though, find the specific reason food suppliers point to in terms of why they're going up a bit surprising. Nothing to do with tariffs or shipping. They're pointing the finger towards something else, and we will break it down for you.
Interesting stuff. Barry, thank you so much.
You bet.
Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, we are wrapping things up with another quick look at your forecast and what we're chatting about for tomorrow's show. Don't go anywhere.
How about the 40s tomorrow morning as we wake up? So it's going to be a lot warmer than it was this morning. We had a few icy spots with low temperatures near freezing, but it's going to be a warmer day tomorrow. We will have a few showers around through late morning into the afternoon. Still some dry time, but we could touch 60 degrees tomorrow. It's looking very likely. Nice. So I'm ready.
I know. I am too. I just keep thinking like this isn't going to last, but it will. We will be there soon enough.
It'll be
We're
here.
almost to March.
Yeah,
we're almost to March.
It'll be great.
Baby steps.
It's going to be great. Yeah. Enjoy it. Mary, thank you. Coming up tomorrow on Talk Pittsburgh, order up. Only with this burger, you get a dose of a good deed to go with it. We're going to tell you about the local shop donating proceeds of a special double-decker burger and meeting the kid who inspired it. We cannot wait to share this story.
Yeah, that looks like a lot of fun right there. 6 months after an explosion in Clinton as well, two journalists are sharing the stories of the people who live there. Has anything changed? Do residents feel safer? That story is also tomorrow.
It's going to be a really important conversation. Thanks so much for joining us for Talk Pittsburgh. We're also streaming on CBS News Pittsburgh tonight at 9. KDKA TV News at 4 starts now.